welcome back to the live stream. And if you are watching this as a VOD, which a lot of you guys do, I wanted to let everybody know that channel memberships are now live, which is pretty awesome. And very excited and very happy with how some of these turned out. Pretty much all of them, to be fair. But we're going to talk a little bit in today's video or stream about the one and only man, Rick Grimes, the greatest character in the history of fictional anything. It's going to be a really short stream, so hopefully we can get some people in here. But if you're watching it as a VOD, I'm just going to hop right into it so you guys can rewatch it. So there's some rumors going on. I would definitely take these rumors with a grain of salt, for sure. I'm kind of hearing this just within the community. I think a lot of these are fan-made theories, so I definitely wouldn't take them too seriously, but you never know, right? That Rick could be potentially starring in his own show by himself, without anybody going out in the world and doing Walking Dead things, right? Now, I'm really not 100% sure if I believe this. I think we kind of want Rick to be reunited with everybody else. But you never know. Could be a real thing. Want to know what you guys would think about that. What would you guys think about Rick being alone by himself out there in the world surviving? I don't know. Not too sure about how I'd feel about that, but I think I'd be down for whatever at this point. I just want Rick back, man. Rick is a fantastic character that we need. So, don't know what you guys think about that. Yo, Midnight Edits, what's good? Yo, what's up, Eagle? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing good. What are you guys up to? Hype in the chat. Can I play COD? Who is this? Who's asking me? Like, are you just asking, like, can I in general, or, like... Oh. Yeah, I can play COD. I'm pretty decent at Call of Duty. Why are you laughing? I play Warzone a lot. I'm a Warzone player. Just rewatched season 7 of The Walking Dead with some friends, and it was great. Yeah, you really think so, huh? That's good. That's good. I think season 7's the worst season ever of The Walking Dead. To be honest, but it's still good. It's just the worst season to me. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that it's bad. People always mistake that when you say, you know, that it's terrible. Or when you say it's the worst season, they think that, you know, you're saying it's a horrible season. That's not always the case. I just do think it's, you know, the worst season of The Walking Dead that we've ever had. But it's still solid. Cat Lover, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I do too, man, but they haven't watched it yet, and it brings back some memories to watch it. Oh, for sure. It's great to go back and rewatch, man, for sure. Yo, guys, I was going to let you know. If you guys click the link, you see the memberships are live. If you guys want to join, these are all the badges that you guys can get. I'll show you some of those real quick. So you guys see the emojis I'm typing in the stream. Pretty sick. And this is the first badge you guys get. Second, third. I made all these today. So if you guys want to join eventually or whatever, you guys can. If you guys want to. It's completely optional. Obviously, you guys are not obligated to do anything, but it's just a little fun extra thing for you guys, if you guys would be interested in having these, you know, badges and stuff by your name or whatever. These loyalty badges are pretty cool though, actually, right? Like, I think this one's probably my favorite one. The Alexandria one is like probably my favorite one. I really, really like this one a lot. Like a lot. I think it's really sick. Cat Lover sent Floating Heart for 10 jewels and sent 100 for 2 jewels and comboed. I don't even know what's going on. But, you know, thank you for that, Cat Lover. I'm broke as hell. Midnight Edits. Hey, brother. No worries, man. No one's ever obligated to do stuff like that. It's just optional for those who would, you know, be interested if you plan on sticking around for a really long time on the channel. You know, obviously it'd be cool to have the badges, you know, by people's names and stuff like that. Especially like, look at this one. This one's sick, no? I made all these today. And they're really cool, actually. They're pretty awesome. I can't lie. Like, we got the farmhouse, we got the CRM one. This is the ultimate one right here. This is what I'm calling the ultimate, like the ultimate badge, kind of. This is the 10-year badge right here. This is for the people that are going to be around in 10 years when I'm still doing YouTube. I'm still planning on doing YouTube for a really long time because I just love The Walking Dead, so I'm never giving up. We have this one right here. The New World's going to need Rick Grimes. They're kind of zoomed in. I can't really show you exactly how they look. Because like the format of the picture is kind of bad for the stream, but they don't look this like crappy. They're just like the badge by people's names. But we have the Winslow Walker too. This is very long. This is like the I think the 7-year on the channel, like the Winslow Walker. I think that's really cool. And then You're a Survivor. If you survive all the way with me to you know, to the end. And then obviously when you join, you get these emotes right here. You get these emojis. We got Daryl's crossbow, which you can see in the chat. Pretty sick. We got the hype. We got the zombie hype. We got the Judith. And my favorite, we got the Lucille. I feel like I cooked, right? Did I cook? I feel like I did. Thank you for that, Midnight. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Cat Lover, as well. But yeah, no, and we got the Rick's hat. Tell me that's not fire, right? This is the 6 months. So if you become a channel member for 6 months, you get the Rick hat. I mean, this is a fun one right here. I really love this one a lot. Yo, Eagle, thank you so much for the $5 super, brother. I appreciate you. I'm glad I can help make your day. I love sitting in here and chilling out with you guys and talking. It's a fun time. But we also have the prison, too. The prison badge is super nostalgic. I mean, we got the Daryl poncho and the crossbow, right? It's cool. It's just cool little stuff, man. It's not that deep, but it's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's good times. It's good times on the channel, man, for sure. I hope, you know, for people. So, it's awesome. But yeah, you guys can click the link if you guys want. If you're interested, I pinned it. You guys can click the link and join. It's completely optional, obviously, but man, it's awesome. And your guys' support always means the world to me. So thanks so much for the support. And as we continue to grow on the channel, there's going to be just a lot more evolution with it. There's going to be a lot more interesting things I'm going to be doing in the future. Like eventually, when I hit 2,000 subscribers on the channel, I'm going to make a Discord server, which is going to be really awesome. And the Discord server is going to be a whole bunch of cool channels and roles and stuff like that. I'm going to be giving to people. I'm going to have like different communities in there, like Alexandria, the Kingdom. When I hit 100K, make a face reveal. I would do a face reveal at 100K for sure. I would definitely do a face reveal at 100,000 for sure. If I hit 100K subs, I would definitely do a face reveal. But I'm going to be doing a YouTube or a Discord server at 2K subs. And it's going to be really fun. And I'm going to have watch nights in there or movie nights in there with you guys where I'm going to be in there and we can all like watch The Walking Dead together. It's going to be fun. Really fun time. For everybody, anybody who's interested in that, make sure you subscribe because we're on our road to 2K subs. And as soon as we hit 2K, can you shout me out? I want to be famous as well. Hey man, you guys hear it first right here. Shout out to freaking Midnight Edits, bro. This guy's on his road to being famous. We're all getting famous, Midnight. But yeah, no. So I'm gonna be doing the Discord at 2,000. So it's gonna be really fun. We're gonna be able to go in and do Walking Dead movie nights and stuff like that. It'll be fun. Go in there and watch. It may not be like a nightly thing or a daily thing, but it'll be pretty fun. It'll be a good time. We're gonna get in there and just chill out, vibe out. It might be like once a week, or maybe we'll do 3 episodes a week or something like that. I don't know, but we will get it cracking, and it's gonna be a really good time. I love the Judith one too. Look at the Judith one. That's so fun. She got her little hat with the freaking sword. It's awesome. But yeah, we're gonna have a really fun time with the YouTube channel for sure. So I'm excited for the future actually of the channel, because I just really, I don't know. I think that it's I think that there's just a lot of awesome stuff happening in the future for us, for the channel, for us fans, for everything. I mean, look at the Terminus one too. I mean, this one's fire, right? You guys like that one? The Terminus badge is insane. Terminus one's fire. I love the Alexandria one's probably my favorite, to be honest. I'm gonna change some of them around probably too, eventually. But I just want to see if anybody's actually gonna get to the ultimate TWD family. 10-year. This is gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a fun journey down the road, for sure. But yeah, that one's fire. The Rick Hat one's insane too. It's just beautiful looking. It turned out really well, for sure. Obviously, Negan's, Lucille and Daryl's crossbow. Cool. My favorite is the Walking Dead family. Yeah, the Walking Dead family one's fire. That one's just kind of, it means a lot to me personally because that's my channel name. And, that I tried to make that one look really sick because, that's what we all are, We're all part of that. There's this one too, they're pretty cool as well. Similar concept. I'll probably change some of these around eventually, but these are like the last 3 years. I wanted the last 3 years to kind of look similar in a way. 8, 9, and 10. I believe it's 8, 9, and 10. I think this is the 8th year for channel members. This is the 9th year, and then this is the 10th and final badge. Once we get, to that point where people have been, channel members for 10 years. But I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever going to hit that point with me, but if we do, it'd be incredible, right? I mean, this would be awesome to actually see this by people's names down the road. Even 10 years from now, if the channel continues to grow, who knows? Maybe there's a resurgence in the Walking Dead popularity. Yeah, I could upgrade them as well. I'm probably going to change a couple around, but I really like the way they turned out. I really like the Daryl's crossbow one. I really like the Lucille. I really like the prison. I really like Terminus. I really like Rick. I really like Alexandria. I really like the Commonwealth. I really like the farm. I really like the CRM one. And I love the Walking Dead family. I really like this one too. The only one I'll probably change, I love the Winslow one too. They're a Survivor one. I'll probably change that one eventually because I'm not too big on it. Sent the Corgi for 1,000 jewels. Hey, I appreciate you. You're a legend. But yeah, we will continue to upgrade the badges through time, but I'm gonna probably keep most of them the same because I think they turned out great. The only one I don't like is the You're a Survivor one because it looks too similar to the other one. But I mean, this is like crazy aura, bro. This one's crazy. This one's crazy aura right here for sure. Thank you, Maker of Mayhem, for the Corgi. Appreciate you. For 1,000 jewels. W's in the chat for Maker of Mayhem. And the zombie hype badge too. I mean, that's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you, Mayhem. No worries, man. You already know, bro. I have all the greatest Walking Dead information. If you guys ever want information on anything with the show or insight or anything, you guys already know where to look. I'm always going to be here. Anytime there's any news or anything going on, I'm going to go live or make a video every single time. As soon as I hear it, I'm following all the pages. I have all the great sources and information that a lot of people don't know about. Midnight Edits. Are you talking about The Walking Dead, or like you haven't watched what? You haven't watched anything to do with The Walking Dead at all? I would definitely recommend. Yeah, it's good. It's a really good show. It's fun. It's a fun journey, bro. Like you kind of just find yourself, I don't know, you kind of just find yourself immersed into it, and it's just a good story from start to finish. It's a very great story just to enjoy and kind of just get immersed into. And once you kind of get started, you're just not going to want to stop. New generational show has been talked about a lot. Yeah, it'll happen eventually. Probably like within the next 5 years, 6 years. But they're still gonna build off these characters for now. Because there's just a lot still they're probably planning on doing. I mean, I don't really know, but I know in a way. But there's definitely going to be like a Judith show. I mean, bro, Judith is only 18. The actress that plays Judith is 18 years old. Like, she's got so much time. And even RJ. They can use the same RJ actor as well. They're going to let him get a little bit older. I'm predicting that whenever Judith is like 25, they'll make a new show, like a new generation. That's when they're going to like kind of stop. No, I don't think they'll recast anybody. I think they casted people at the appropriate times. Like, who would they need to recast really, if you think about it? Because with like makeup and effects and stuff, obviously, like, there's so many things they can do to make people look really old, like Daryl, Rick. They can make people look so old. You know what I mean? Like, they won't ever really need to recast anybody. And Judith, they're just going to wait till, I think what's her name? Kaylee Fleming? I think she's 18 or 19 now. So that's crazy to think that Judith is 19, but they can probably wait till she's like in her mid-20s and then do like a new generation Walking Dead show with her, because she's actually a really good actress, to be honest. A lot of like kid actors are just terrible. RJ might not be the same actor. Yeah, I don't know. It just depends on how he evolves. From an age standpoint, he definitely could be. It depends on the actor's ability, but I think they'll just go with him. I don't think they're going to recast. I think if anything, they would have like maybe not involved him like in the Ones Who Live ending or something, but I was kind of wondering about that. Like maybe they'll not involve him in that, but he obviously needs to work on his acting for sure. But I think that they're going to end up just letting him grow. You know what I mean? Letting him grow up. Yeah, Judith definitely is not getting recast. And I don't see him recasting. The Walking Dead's very anti-recasting. And I think pretty much we all should be. It's a horrible idea, I think. It makes sense sometimes, but I think overall recasting is horrible. The Walking Dead forever, Tony Crawford. Absolutely, man. Yeah, see that's something that makes sense. Like Baby Coco, right? Obviously, they're gonna, they could recast her because I mean she's like literally a baby, right? So it's not gonna make any sense for her to do that. But some of the older characters, I don't see them recasting, which I hope they don't. I don't want to see them recast these characters. I really like it. Yeah, Henry Cavill got recasted in Witcher, right? That was just terrible. That show's falling apart, I'm pretty sure. I don't watch it. Never have, but I've heard that, it was going downhill really bad. Hype, 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 hype. Yeah. Henry Cavill's a good actor, bro. They fumbled that whole thing bad. Yeah, I think that's probably what they're gonna plan on or what they're planning on doing. Honestly, is like they're probably just gonna have Herschel and Judith and RJ. It's gonna be, I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I feel like as long as they're there are some moments where we get to see the OG character still, it'd be awesome. you know? I don't know. A lot of people are looking at writing off, you know, the cast right now with The Walking Dead, but I don't think it's not Chris, is it Liam? It's his brother, right? It's one of the Hemsworth brothers, isn't it? It's Liam Hemsworth, isn't it? Unless I'm just tweaking out, but I thought it was one of the Hemsworth brothers too. No lie. But yeah, there's still a lot of story to tell with the current Walking Dead cast because they're really not that old, bro. Like 52, you know, Andrew Lincoln's 52, Norman Reedus is 56, I think, but he's a young 56, I think. I mean, Norman Reedus looks pretty good for his age. You know, just looking into it from that perspective, I think there's still a lot of really cool stuff they can do. We'll have to wait and see. It just depends on what they want to do. I know Scott Gimple is not ready to give up on The Walking Dead yet with the original cast at all. He is not ready to give up on it. He's not going to. He's going to milk it. My thing is, I'm fine with the milking it as long as it's good, right? As long as it's good milk. Yeah, exactly, for sure. Mayhem. Norman Reedus definitely wants to do this a lot longer. 100%. He was even saying, even though Daryl Dixon, the TV show is ending, Daryl's journey is not over. I believe the actual quote was Daryl's journey is far from over. Gimple's talking about international shows, probably 98% in different languages. Yeah, I would not be into that. I would not be a fan of that at all, to be fair. Yeah, I don't think that there should be. I think that the Daryl thing was a really unique and cool idea for the time, but I don't think that it should just continue to happen that way, over and over and over and over again, where every single country is getting its Walking Dead story. Like, oh, we're gonna go to all these different places in the world. The Walking Dead, freaking Antarctica. The Walking Dead Africa, The Walking Dead Germany, I mean, I don't know. The Walking Dead freaking Egypt. I don't know. Would not be interesting or appealing to me at all. Just because I think at that point you're just kind of just being too weird. I don't know. It just seems too like I get that, there's people in those parts of the world that would like it. Or yeah, like The Walking Dead Brazil, for example, that would be weird. I don't know, I wouldn't want a Brazilian Walking Dead story, you know what I mean? For me personally. Obviously, I'm just an American. Shame they aren't giving us as much to talk about in the franchise. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not really sure what the plans are, but they definitely need to be doing more. I think the main reason why it kind of sucks is because back in the day, we always knew what was coming. Like, we always knew there was going to be another season, right? So, like, we always would kind of sit there, and there was this, really long seasons, 16 episode seasons, and then, we would kind of just patiently wait, right? We have Comic-Con and all that stuff. And we kind of just knew there was going to be another one, right? We kind of would just kind of sit here, and we knew there was going to be another season. But now we're kind of at that stage where it's like, well, yeah, we might know about the overall scope of the world right now with, Daryl Dixon getting season 4 being the final season, and then all that stuff, right? Like Dead City, all that stuff, right? But I don't know. The long seasons are a thing of the past. You think so? I've heard a lot of talk about them bringing back long seasons. I think realistically, 16 probably won't happen ever again. I would like them to. but I don't think 16. I think like 12 would be sick. Whatever they do with Rick next, if it's not 12 to 16 episodes, I'm going to be disappointed. Because think about it is, all these stories are, all the Walking Dead stories from the original series is based off of the graphic novel, right? So now if you get all those characters back together again, you can make an original story, you know, with all original storytelling. Like that'd be sick. They can practically all those ideas in Scott Gimple's brain, right? He can bring to life now. They can do whatever they want to do now. There's a lot of stuff. That's the thing. Like people don't understand about someone like Gimple, or even like Angela Kang. All these really creative like individuals, right? Like, bro, there's so many things that they've wanted to do that they couldn't do because they were already following the blueprint. They were already following like the yellow brick road, right? They were already doing that. So now they can do whatever they want with these characters. So I actually think we're going to have some really great Walking Dead content coming up within the next, you know, 2 to 5 years, I think. 2 to 6, maybe 3 to 6 years. I don't know. We'll see. If they ever did it, it would be incredible. Yes, for sure. It'd be insane. They know what the fans want at this point. I'm assuming Daryl reunites at the end of season 4. I agree. For sure. 2026 movies will be peak. Hey, I hope. Dead City, on the other hand, seems directionless. Herschel probably won't kill Negan. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the only reason to watch Dead City is for Negan, really. Or if you think Maggie's like hot or something. You're either watching Dead City because you love Negan or you think Maggie's hot. Those are the two reasons that anybody would ever watch that show. It's not a great show. That's for sure. Not a great Walking Dead spinoff. I think Negan alone makes it worth a watch. But, you know, I haven't even seen season 2 all the way through. I think low key I skipped like 2 or 3 episodes of season 2 because I just wasn't feeling it. Or I just had it on in the background, kind of just not paying attention. You know? Oh, man. I'm tired. It's going to be a great year for TV. I hope so. I just hope that there's more direction with the show, you know? I agree kind of with what Mayhem was saying. Like, all the spinoffs to me at this point, and maybe this is, an unpopular opinion, but all the spinoffs, in my opinion, they kind of give The Walking Dead less direction in a way. I wouldn't consider them like filler necessarily because it's kind of like each character's own original story now, right? Like Dead City is an original story. They're kind of doing like what I said I wanted them to do. They're just like spacing them out in like what I call bottled up TV shows. Remember the bottle episodes in season 7? It's kind of like that, but like Maggie and Negan. It's like duos. It's like Maggie and Negan, Rick and Michonne, Daryl and Carol. Like everyone's kind of split off doing their own thing. But if everyone get back together, bring them all back together, and then just do what they're doing now, original storytelling, all the characters back together. That could be the new generation of The Walking Dead right there. All the OG characters back together with original storytelling. I mean, that would be freaking awesome, man. That would be great. Let's change the background, guys. It was hard to stick through it, but I did, says Mayhem. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say it was hard, but because I haven't watched every Walking Dead product. I'm not drained like everybody else. Some people have watched all of Fear. They've watched all of World Beyond. They've watched Tales. I've never watched Tales. I never watched Fear all the way. I watched like one season of Fear. I've never even watched World Beyond. I think I watched one episode. Never touched it again. Yeah. Negan's wife and kid briefly appear in season 2. I think I did see that, but like I don't remember seeing that because I'm like so brain dead. What time is it over there? It is 3 p.m., my boy. I just went on a really long walk, so I'm like pretty tired. It's kind of a lazy day. Went out, got some sunshine a little bit, touched grass a little bit. Negan's wife. Oh, I just read that. It's 2 a.m. for me. Wow. It's always cool how this YouTube channel stuff connects you with people all across the world. You know, I have so many people that watch my channel from like crazy, like, Australia, freaking the UK, Ireland, I see RJ and Negan Jr. beefing one day or some shit. I don't know. At this point, they need new writers. Yeah, I think it's just hard because, like, I think what fans really want is for them to, like, come back and make The Walking Dead again. Like, we want just The Walking Dead. We don't want Dead City, Daryl Dixon, The Ones Who Live. We just want The Walking Dead back, right? But what's hard about that is when they are talking about doing this, it's like, well, we've already done that. We already had The Walking Dead. We're now trying to evolve The Walking Dead into this, giant universe and expansion and all this, right? It's kind of disappointing, you know what I mean? Cuz like the spin-offs overall are fine by me. I actually don't mind the spin-offs too much. Like some people do. Some people think that, the spin-offs are just like god awful or like terrible. I don't really have too much of a problem with it, honestly. I know maybe that's unpopular, but I think the spin-offs overall they've been good. We want to get to the main point for sure. Yeah, you want to get to the main point. You want to continue the story everyone fell in love with. You don't want to try to create new stories all the time. Creating new stories, in my opinion, is a recipe for disaster a lot of the time. When you have an established core fan base of millions and millions and millions of people around the world that have fallen in love with these characters, and what makes you fall in love with these characters is the characters being together, right? That's what makes it great. Having everyone together. You don't want to just, separate everybody and all that stuff. The Ones Who Live did very well on the premiere. People will come back. I'm glad the story is still going, even if it's not the greatest. I agree. I'm the same way. I I look at it, and so some people exaggerate, right? Because like if we're being honest, the spin-offs are not like super large scale from a point of like time consumption, right? So like if you take Daryl Dixon came out when September, I think. Like it's already over. It was what, 7 episodes? So like that's 7 hours of Daryl Dixon per year that we're getting, right? Not that big of a deal. I don't think it needs to be exaggerated into this crazy bad thing, like oh it's this, this terrible idea or terrible show or something. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I get some people that just hate it and don't like it, think it's terrible, trashy content, and that's like, oh, it's a waste of time, even if it's only 7 hours a year. It's a waste of time because it sucks. And I get that from that standpoint, like that can really make people frustrated and angry. But for me, as such a big fan of the show and the universe, and I don't think that it's garbage. I don't think that the spinoffs are like just ass. I don't think that. I think they're worth a watch. I think if you're a Walking Dead super fan, you would really freaking like Daryl Dixon. I think you'd really, really like The Ones Who Live. Dead City, maybe not so much. I don't like it that much, but it's still probably worth a watch if you think Maggie's hot or you like Negan a lot. So if you think though, if either one of those checks a box for you, check it out. You'll probably like it. Do you expect Dead City to end at 4 seasons as well? I expect Dead City to end at 3 seasons, to be honest. Because I'm kind of optimistic that we all get this stuff wrapped up and get into the next story together. And I would really like Maggie and Negan to be a part of that next story with Rick and everybody involved. So I'm hoping that Dead City ends at 3. I hope we get the crossover stuff, like with the Fear the Walking Dead characters. At this point, it's funny. Initially, I wasn't really a big fan of that, but now I actually would kind of like to see the crossover thing, like a crossover show with like Madison and I don't really know who lived or who died in Fear, but if the Alicia girl, Madison, Morgan, Dwight, Sherry, if we could all link back up and kind of like have The Walking Dead again, that would be pretty sick. It'd be cool to see all those characters again. I know Scott Gimple's going to do that eventually. There's going to be a crossover show. It'll happen. Clark family's gone forever. Could be, yeah. It just depends. It depends on what the actors and actresses wants, to do, and it also depends on Gimple. Like, it ultimately comes down to Gimple because I think Gimple would pay a lot for stuff. They would give people a lot of money, but it also depends on fan interest. Like, I wouldn't be against it, but I mean, honestly, how many people really like? Excuse me. How many people like really want to see a Fear the Walking Dead crossover? Right? I mean, I would like it, but I'm not like super sold on it. Morgan's actor, his name's Lenny James. Morgan's actor may not want to come back. Unsure of it. Yeah, I've seen some of his interviews. I think he seems a little bit done with The Walking Dead too. To be fair, that's what makes it so difficult, right? When you have all these characters and you're trying to make a new show or you're trying to continue a storyline and the actors don't want to come back. That's what makes it difficult. But the great thing about The Walking Dead is those characters can kind of just disappear. It's actually, to be fair, it's actually kind of set up perfectly, to be honest, to where anybody can do whatever they want, right? Because as long as you have Rick Grimes leading the way, anything's possible. I was huge into Fear up until season 4. They brought back Troy somehow. Yeah, I've heard about that. That guy always drives his bike by my freaking place, and he goes so stupid fast. It's so annoying. I just want to throw a wire out in the road and get rid of it. The bike I'm talking about, of course. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. There's a lot of stuff that they can do, but that's what I'm saying. I wish there was more direction, but here's the thing. The reality of the situation is if Scott Gimple came out and just told us everything that he was doing, there would be no surprises. A Supra? Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I don't know anything about bikes. I don't like bikes at all. They're too dangerous. One of my really good family friends just died on a bike, actually. Like, maybe a month ago, maybe not even. Been family friends for a long, long time. Supra is a car? I don't know anything about cars, no lie. Yeah, no, it was bad. It was a bad time. It was really sad, man. He was only 20 years old, just turned 20. And he's just been friends, family friends for a long, long time. Many, 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 many years. Probably like 6 years, 7 years. Yeah, probably. And man, we all knew him really well. We all loved him, and they tried to save him. They brought him back to life for a little bit, and it was just this really long, tedious process of waiting to hear what's going on with him. But his brain had, I forgot what they said. His brain stem like got crushed or something. I can't remember. Something happened with his brain, and something happened with his brain, and his brain couldn't get any like function to it. He was declared like medically brain dead, although his heart was working. His heart was pumping, but they said he'll never wake up and he'll never function because of his brain is literally dead. Like they ran the test with the dye through the brain, and there was just nothing. It was literally all shut off, and there's no repairing it. The brain is a crazy thing, man. Had a family friend, or a man, I'm 20, I can't imagine. Yeah, his brain couldn't get blood or something like that. Yeah, he was I can't remember exactly what happened, but they it was crazy what they did. Just listening to the surgeon. I have like an audio on my phone that they sent me from the surgeon talking to everybody in the room, and they just what they did, and they cut him open from like shoulder to shoulder all across his chest, looked at his heart, took his heart out, did this, did that. They did so many things to him. Like what they can do these days with technology and just medicine, like the advances and stuff they've made, or the advancements they've made, is crazy. But yeah, it was they did a lot of stuff to him to try to figure out what was going on, make sure there was no like internal bleeding, make sure this. They found him, he was dead when they found him on the road. They did CPR, brought him back with a defibrillator and stuff, I'm pretty sure. Brought him back to life. And then he stayed in the hospital for like 2 days. They were waiting to see if he could pull through, what could happen. Ran some tests on his brain, and he was long gone. And then his mom decided, after, saying, hey, there's literally no hope for him anymore. They said, well, hey, we should probably just accept our loss and get through this, right? Yeah, Norman Reedus did have a bad bike wreck. And his face got messed up. He has like titanium plates in his face or something. Not sure. My uncle got shot? Jeez. That's tragic. Did he survive? Someone tried to steal his bike. At least he survived. That's good. That's kind of a it's kind of a tough guy story to tell, Yeah, exactly. See, Mayhem knows what's up. He got shot 3 times. Jeez, that's brutal. Getting shot is a brutal thing, man. It's a terrifying thing. Yo, Robert, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing good. He said he didn't feel anything. I mean, that's that's good, I guess, right? I mean, it's kind of decent. At least he didn't die, man. That's the most important thing. Life is so precious, man. All life is precious. Remember? Yeah, that's true, man. The adrenaline and all that stuff that you feel, pretty good for yourself. Awesome, Robert. That's good to hear, buddy. That's pretty good to hear, Robert. I'm glad, man. Robert, letting you know memberships are live, man. If you're interested, click the link. No obligations, obviously, but if you want to support me, it would be much appreciated, my brother. If you want to click the link that's pinned, these are some of the badges that I have that I created today that you get if you're interested. Just letting you know. Now we can't use the toilet. Well, that's not good. That's dreadful. That's horrible. It's all those little things in life that make life great that when you don't have the ability to do them anymore, you realize how bad it is. It can't always end well. No, that's true. It can't. It's not going to end well for a lot of us, guys. That's the scary thing. We don't know how we're going out, right? We don't know how we're going out. If it's going to be pretty, if it's going to be ugly, if it's going to be... We don't know what's going to happen. For all we know, the Earth's going to quit spinning and we're all just going to freaking get smashed. You know? I mean, we just don't know, man. We don't know. Would you play Project Zomboid? I don't know anything about it, to be honest, Robert. But yeah, Midnight, you were asking if I'm good at Call of Duty. Thought maybe now would be a good time to tell you. I'm actually a top 250 Warzone player, Midnight, to be honest. I know it's kind of a little bit unexpected, but you probably wouldn't expect your local Walking Dead YouTube nerd to be a top 250 Warzone GOAT. But yeah, I am currently like number 60 something in the world on Warzone ranked. So yeah, I'm pretty big into the Call of Duty stuff, man. I play with some really good players. I actually played with the number 1 Warzone player the other night. We were playing, me and my boy Crafty and him. They're all pretty good. I thought I was good, top 250. Jesus, yeah, no, I'm pretty good. I'm getting older now, guys. I'm 25. I'll be 26 in April. I'm definitely losing a little bit of passion, but I think it's just because the game is old. It's been out for a while. I know Black Ops 7 comes out in 2 weeks, so you're going to see me on the leaderboards again there. I'm definitely going for top 250 every season on BO7 for sure. I'm going to knock that shit out of the ballpark. I do stream on Twitch as well, guys. If you guys would ever be interested in coming over there, I have VIP badges active over there now. So if if you guys come over and are consistent in my Twitch stream, I do have community VIP slots 10 open right now. I think I got 7 wins and that was that. Yeah, I got like, bro, I'm a good player. Not to boost my ego. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good. Don't look at me like that. It's funny because when I asked you guys if I was reading off the comment that said, are you good? Do you play Call of Duty? And I was like, yeah, I play Call of Duty a little bit. And my girl kind of laughed at me because she knows all about my Call of Duty life. She's seen me do some crazy things on the sticks, boys. Let me tell you. She's seen me drop some crazy kills. I think you should make a gaming channel. Yeah, I've thought about it, bro. I really just like to stream, though. I don't really want to make content like that. It's a zombie game. Robert says it's a zombie game where you survive and make bases. Is that what you say, bases? Yeah, make bases, etc. I've never heard of it. What is it, like a PlayStation PC? Would you stream playing on this channel? I've thought about it, but it would be kind of weird to like have like a Walking Dead channel like streaming top 250 Warzone gameplay, right? It's a PC game. Yeah, I'll kick it around, Robert. Might boost your views. Yeah, well, one thing I was thinking about doing is, since I've like made this entire channel practically around The Walking Dead, I've thought about, just for like shits and giggles, going back and replaying like The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. I was thinking about buying it on Steam. I think it's on Steam. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. But I was thinking about doing that, and then doing the Walking Dead Telltale games as well. Or Dying Light. Yeah, I actually just finished Dying Light the Beast. I just beat that the other day. I'm a huge gamer, guys. Somewhat canon. Yeah, it is. It's practically, it leads up right until the group met at the quarry, kind of, is what I heard. It's right before that. I'm on Dying Light the Beast right now. It's such a fun game, bro. Dying Light, though, yo, Techland, that studio, Techland, is like, they could really have some special stuff within the next like 5 years, man. Not even like, whatever game they drop next, whatever next like Dying Light they do is going to be so fire, man. They did a great job with Dying Light the Beast. My only complaint is the map is too small. And the map is too small to me. And the story's a little bit too short. I would prefer a longer story. There are a lot of side missions, though, to be fair. I appreciate you, Robert. Thank you, man. I'm going to always keep grinding, bro. It's your guys' support that means the world to me, man. For sure. Even something, even something super small, like just joining the channel memberships, that stuff creates a level of like inspiration and motivation that just makes you, want to keep going. You know what I mean? That's what I tell people. Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've not had very many people join my channel memberships because I haven't really, taken it that serious. I haven't been promoting it that much or anything like that. I actually just started promoting the channel memberships like within the last 2 or 3 videos, and I've only had one person join. But even within that, there's only one person in there, but it's still that, even that alone, because I don't really make any money from YouTube, not really, nothing crazy, but it's not about the money for me. It's about the passion. I'm very passionate about what I like, and it is what it is. I don't care. Now, obviously, I have a family to take care of, and I have other things I have to do in my life, and I would love to do YouTube full time, and from like a hypothetical sense, if you take my subscribers, 17, I'm almost at 1,800. If even half of my subscribers would join the memberships, I'd be making a decent amount of money, man. You know what I mean? If even just half of them would join, it's only like $4.99 a month, I'd be doing pretty decent, it would definitely help out. So that's what I try to tell people is, you guys joining the channel memberships, it's not really about the money, it's about the support, even if there's only 3, 4, 5 people in there, that's enough for me to get that the extra oomph, that extra inspiration to keep going and keep making videos. Because I love sitting in here and talking with you guys. I love this. But there does come a point in time where you have to put food on the table. There comes a point in time where you got to take care of your kids. You know, there comes a point in time where you got to take care of your significant other. You know, so there's things in real life we got to take care of, man. We got to just survive somehow out here, man. You're inspiring me, man. Thanks. Hey, Midnight. No worries, my brother. Got to go on the website and set it up or something. You get to do a quest. That ain't bad. Mission's going to be removed in a month. What are you talking about on Dying Light? Have I played GTA Midnight? Yeah, I played Midnight, or I played GTA. I played GTA. I'm not really huge into GTA, but it's not bad. Robert, yes, I am from the United States, my brother. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to say, you know, is like, yeah, because the truth is, you know, um, Dying Light and PUBG mobile collab of all things? No way, that's happening? That's unexpected. What the heck? Dying Light should do a Walking Dead collab. It'd be mad fire. They should add like Daryl Dixon as a playable character. That'd be so sick. That'd be so fire. Daryl with the crossbow and add his crossbow in the game. Oh, I'd literally bust. I can't lie. I would bust. Actually. They got Norman Reedus to go record some voice lines and stuff. That'd be sick. Actually, it would be cool if they added like a Dying Light the Beast Daryl Dixon DLC, where they had Norman Reedus come in and like record just like an ass load of lines, and you know had his crossbow, did a player model, all that stuff. That'd be so sick. Can you say which part off it like, or which part of it like the east, west, central? Because I want to get more info on the life in the USA. I always like to keep where I live and where I'm at in the United States completely private, to be honest, man, because it really doesn't matter. Um, if you have any questions about the USA, I can try to answer for you, or you can look it up on the internet. Obviously, you have internet access where you are, but I like to keep where I'm at completely private at all times. But yeah, I've been everywhere in the US. I've been all across the US. So I know a lot about it. So you can ask any questions and I can answer anything for you. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, the world's cruel. The world is cruel, and there's just a lot of weird people in the world. I'm not saying Robert's a weirdo, but you just never know. And obviously I could tell him like I'm in Central or I'm West or East, and it's not, you know, not that big of a deal, but yeah, I always like to stay safe out there in the crazy world, man. That's my saying, bro. You guys ever watch my videos? I end every video with stay safe out there in the crazy world. There's a lot of weirdos out there. I'm gonna go. Have a great day. Hey, Robert, I appreciate you for stopping by. It's day for me. It's about to be night, though. Make sure to be safe. Yeah, all right, I just read that. Sorry, I'm like sitting kind of far from my computer. Appreciate it, Robert. Somebody tried to ask me for my address once, but I just ran away. Yeah, I'm not really like a super approachable guy. I kind of just give off this vibe like I don't like anybody. So I've always done a pretty good job of, you know, just never really. I don't really go out much or do anything. I'm pretty isolated away in my house most of the time. If you're interested, research it. They give you another mission to do on what Dying Light. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of the side quests. Like I got the freaking. I'm getting all the legendary weapons now. That's my own little personal side mission I'm doing. I'm just trying to get all the legendary weapons like I got the XP caliber, I got the shotgun, I got the I don't have the legendary crossbow though. I do have the I have the purple, the hunter's crossbow, which is freaking fire. Yeah, I think, you know, like everyone has to do what they want to do, you know. There's nothing wrong with being isolated in your house. You know, some people think it's bad, some people think it's good. There's definitely arguments for both. I think balance is always nice. I think it's always good to stay somewhat balanced. Like, I mean, I just went on like a decent little walk outside, got some fresh air, you know? Um, I just hunt every day on PlayStation, trophy hunt. Yeah. You know what's funny? Midnight, my uncle is actually really um my uncle is really big in a trophy. He's like a top 50 trophy earner in the world on PlayStation. He's like a major gamer, bro. Not so much these days because he's been really busy, but he's a top 50. Last year, he was top 50 in trophies earned on PlayStation. He's got like, I don't even know how many platinum trophies. Like thousands of platinums, bro. He's a major gamer. I heard somebody say, I think maybe it was Midnight. I remembered you asking me. He's got something crazy. If you give me a second, I can actually look and tell you. Hold on. I'm going to look and tell you. All right. I'm back. I don't know if you guys can hear me now. I know my stream cut out for a second there because I was. So this is how many gold trophies he has. He has 12,798 gold trophies. But he's also got 1,527 platinums. And his gamer score is maxed out 999. And no, he's not morbidly obese. It's actually funny because he's literally quite the opposite. He's actually like super, super jacked and swollen. And he's like in really great shape and takes really good care of himself. Gosh, I love this Terminus one. We got to leave this one up for a little bit, guys. Yeah, it's funny because every time I tell people that, you know, they say like, "Oh, your uncle's got to be like fat and broke and poor," and it's like he's literally the opposite. My uncle's like actually pretty rich and he's super jacked. He looks great and he loves his life. You know, he's not like living a perfect life, but you know, we're heading in that direction for sure. Where he's doing really good. He's doing really good in life, man. So it's just really funny when people say that. You know, I know you guys didn't say that, but it's just I just wanted to let you guys know that because it's kind of funny how when you see that you definitely think like, oh man, his room definitely smells like Cheeto Puffs, right? Oh man, seeing this prison one is so nostalgic, but the Commonwealth one just hits different. To be honest, guys. Normally, for me, people who platinum stuff are normally rich. Really, you think so? Mine's only like level 50. Jesus, he's about that shit, bro. He so is. He is like a major platinum trophy hunter guy, bro. He is next level with it, man. There's definitely stereotypes for sure. It's just always fun to me when like people don't know people's lives and they try to like make an assumption or, you know, jump to some sort of conclusion based off of something, you know. And I get it, you know, to some degree, to a certain extent, there's definitely stereotypes exist for a reason. I would say that stereotypes are true. Well, certain stereotypes are true to certain extents, but they're not, you know, 100%. So, you know, when people always try to say that stuff or, you know, I'm like, yeah, you know, you guys just don't know. People think I'm Indian when I'm not. But yeah, no, it's, but yeah, I saw, I think it was Midnight. I was trying to say this earlier and I don't think I said anything about it, but, um, I think I saw Midnight ask if I ever played The Last of Us, and yes, I've played The Last of Us. I watched the TV show. I actually played The Last of Us. I don't know how old you are, but I played The Last of Us back on PlayStation 3 in June of 2013, actually. When it first dropped on the PlayStation 3, man. Yeah, back in 2013. So it's 4:30 for me, kind of nutty. Half the world or more is asleep right now, missing everything. See, are they missing everything or did they already experience it and you're behind? See what I'm saying? Depends on how you look at it. TV show took a nosedive? Yeah, bad. The Last of Us show took a major nosedive, horribly. I think that might be the worst fall off of a TV show I've ever seen that fast. That show had all the hype in the world and then just died. As soon as Joel died, and it wasn't even Joel dying, really, because we knew it was going to happen. But it was also, even like, maybe it was Joel dying. I don't know. I think it's also the fact that Ellie's just not very watchable to me. She's just weird. I don't like her at all. Not a fan. She's not watchable. Certain people are watchable. Rick Grimes. I'm just going to name characters. I'm not naming actors. I'm just naming characters because they're so different, right? You can't really say Pedro Pascal. It's like Joel is watchable, but is he super, super watchable in other stuff? I mean, maybe. But he's way more watchable in Last of Us, I think, than Game of Thrones or all the other stuff he's been in, right? So character matters. Same with Andrew Lincoln. Andrew Lincoln is very watchable, but him as Rick is like peanut butter and jelly, bro. It just goes together. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just going to name characters that are watchable. Rick, Daryl, Joel. All great characters. All very watchable, very fun characters. But, I mean, Ellie, lesbian man. Yeah, that's one thing about that show that really weirded me out was when she was saying all that stuff like I'm gonna be a dad and stuff. It's like I don't know if she's joking or like if she just doesn't understand how things work or what's going on. But race swapping just for the sake of it and a lot of weird stuff. The signs were there in season 1. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with Last of Us show. Ellie revenge arc was peak in the game. Yeah. Yeah, Last of Us 2 got a lot of hate, but bro, think about how much better the Last of Us 2 game is compared to the Last of Us season 2 of the show. It's like night and day. Last of Us Part 3 should be entirely from Tommy's perspective. I'd eat the F out of that. Yeah, I agree. A Tommy game would be gas. At this point, I'd rather... I mean, I don't know. Because I don't mind the game, like, playing as Ellie is fine. But the show's a joke. First scene with Bella Ramsey in season 2, she's kicking some giant bearded guy's ass. Yeah, I think that was annoying, but I mean, I think the Japanese guy or whatever, didn't he tell the giant bearded guy to go easy and she got mad saying like, don't go easy on me? So doesn't it kind of make sense in a way? Because he told her to go easy or he told the bearded guy to go easy on her. I feel like it kind of like, I feel like that was kind of them trying to like damage control that situation a little bit, right? Because obviously, I mean, Ellie's like 5 foot. The actress that plays Ellie is like literally 5 foot flat, weighs like 110 pounds. I mean, I could literally pick her up and throw her across the room. And I'm not even a big scary guy. Imagine a guy like that. That's a big mammal. Tommy's awesome. The play styles would be different. You'd have to limp around. You get flashbacks. Yeah, it'd be cool. I'd be cool with Tommy. Yeah, or you remember when he was saying that they didn't want them going out. Remember in season 2 when they're in front of the council with the black girl with the dreads? That's from The Walking Dead season 9, episode 14. She played Jocelyn in that episode. Tommy's wife, that's who it is. The black chick, remember they're having the little council meeting, and what's her name? Dina? I can't freaking remember these names. I got memory problems. Dina and Ellie are sitting in front of the council, and she's like, why don't you want us to go out there too? Why? And she's like, insinuating that it's because we're women or something, or like, when it's like, I mean, Tommy's like military trained, right? I mean, wasn't Tommy in the military? And he's like got experience in bad situations, and these are like two little 5 foot, 110, 105 pound women. It's like it's just common sense that you shouldn't be out doing the same things as Tommy, right? On the runs or whatever it was. Do it again and see what happens, brother. Because they're girls. Yeah, I mean, it was cringy. My girl even said that while we were watching The Last of Us season 2. She was like, these episodes are kind of ass. After Joel died, it just went bad. Honestly, If there's ever been a show that went away from the original content, it should have been Last of Us Season 2. They should have completely gone away from what they did in the original game and completely kept Joel alive and rechanged everything. Making some comments like, should we wait for the minute? Yeah, I just hate shows that feel like protests, bro. Don't like it. It's just, men and women are different, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. Men are physically stronger than women, and that's fine. There's things women are better at than men. Doesn't mean that it's bad, but when it comes to physical fights in the zombie apocalypse, bro, let's just put it this way. If every man was to fight every single woman in the world right now, there would be billions of guys still alive and no women left in the world. That's a fact, whether you like it or not. It's true. There would be billions of men and no women on the world. Facts. It would be a completely man-controlled planet, which obviously means we would have no reproduction and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, that just goes to show you the reasoning why, it makes no sense for, that to be happening. Guys, I just want to let you know I'm only going to be live for another 10 minutes because I have plans I have to make for tonight. So I'm only going to be live for another 10 minutes. We've already been live for over an hour, though. Men have 200-pound power. I think women have 120-pound power. I mean, everyone's different, but women are not. It's also just about, like, you got to realize it's about, like, just, like, instinctually the ability to fight. If you take the average man versus the average woman and put them in a room and say fight to the death, what people don't understand is 99% of the time a man will walk out in a hypothetical situation, right? It would be that way because it's not just about power. It's about, yeah, exactly. It's about programming. It's about intrinsically inside our brains, we have something in us where we're like, we're not going out like this. Like, you're not beating me up. I'm sorry. I don't care. Even big women, bro. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not losing a fight to you. I don't care. I just know naturally, like, men naturally just know how to fight better than women, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. They just do. It's okay. I've seen all the arguments. Oh, well, I used to wrestle in high school. Bro, I don't care what you did. I don't care. You can take every single woman wrestler in the world, okay? I mean, you heard, there's a UFC fighter named Jorge Masvidal. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the UFC, but he retired a couple years ago. I think he's talking about coming back next year. But there was a clip of him where he was talking about Amanda Nunes. And Amanda Nunes is like the greatest female mixed martial artist of all time. Like, she is a beast. I definitely think she could beat up some guys in the world, for sure. But even Jorge Masvidal said this, who loves Amanda. They're like best friends. He said this on a Joe Rogan podcast clip. He said, look, we used to get guys that weren't even in the UFC. We used to get like low amateur MMA guys that weighed 135 pounds, same as Amanda. And like, they would have to go so light on her. They would have to go so easy on her because, like, there's just the difference between men and women. And, like, those are, like, low-level amateur MMA fighters, and she's the greatest women MMA fighter of all time. It's a vast difference, like you said. Yeah, she's great. Nobody's saying women won't win fights. It's just genetically, it's a vast difference. Yeah. Like, the unpopular or uncomfortable reality or take behind that is Amanda Nunes would lose in a street fight to most guys in the world that don't even fight MMA and don't even train. That's the reality, and that's the uncomfortable facts that would happen. If you take a guy that's never even trained MMA and he fought Amanda Nunes, like, probably 8 out of 10 times the guy would win. Even guys her size, if you get a guy bigger, that can just pick her up and slam her on her head and, just completely physically outmasked. Because the thing is, like, the thing about guys are so different, There can be guys that are 6'5" that are, like, weaker than guys that are 5'5" or 5'6". I've known a lot of dudes that are, like, 5'6" that are really, really strong, you know? Like, I had a friend, his name's, we call him Little J, okay? Little J was an amateur boxer, and this guy's, like, really strong. This guy could bench, like, 300 pounds, And he's not really a huge guy, but he weighed he's like 5'6", like 200, So he's like a stocky, thick dude. He's girthy. So even like a 5'6" guy like him, amateur boxer versus a female MMA world champion, greatest woman of all time, like, man, I don't want to know what Little J would do to Amanda Nunes. He would probably turn her inside out. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. That doesn't why does everything have to be a competition? Feminism has turned everything into a competition to where it's all about this and all about that, Women do things better than men, and men do things better than women. And one of the things that men do better than women is fighting and physical power and physical dominance. That's one area men are better in and more powerful in. Women are definitely better in other categories, and that's okay, right? I think women are way better nurturers, man. Like, women are really good at being, like, nurturing and kind, naturally. I think women connect with people better. I think women can understand their emotions a little bit better than guys, generally. Women can cook better, typically. That's a fact. Midnight's spitting. It's funny. Not saying you're wrong, because you're definitely not wrong, but my uncle, we're talking about guys that can cook. Let me tell you something. My uncle can cook his freaking rear end off, man. He actually has a culinary arts degree. He's a very accomplished guy, my uncle. He's actually quite the role model, to be fair. He's got a lot going on in his life. He's actually a, like, chef / bodybuilder / trainer / formulator. He invents things like food stuff. He's a crazy dude. He's jacked. Got a lot of money. I want to be like him. We all need to be like him. We all need to be like Uncle Pat. And he's freaking got 1,700 platinum trophies. What a Chad, right? My dad was in the military. They teach you how to cook good in there. Yeah, I've heard about that before. I've heard about them teaching them in the military. But yo, guys, I have to shut the stream down here in a couple minutes. It's been fun chilling out with you guys and having great conversations. Check out the crossbow. Going to be an engineer? That's a good option. You should. But yeah, we are about to shut her down because I got to get dinner plans figured out and get the rest of my night figured out. But hey, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Make sure you guys turn on the post notifications, man. So by the subscribe button, you guys see the little bell over there. I know you guys can see it. Turn the little bell on, get the notifications turned on so that every single time I go live and every single time I upload a video, you guys will be notified. I appreciate you guys for coming in here and having great conversations with me. Don't forget, guys, memberships are live. If you guys, want to join and support me, it means the world to me. I want to see you guys with that 10-year badge someday by your names, man. So don't forget, click that link. It's going to be in every single video, bio and or description and comment section, everything. So anyways, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Stay safe out there in the crazy world, man. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for keeping us entertained as well, Midnight. I appreciate you guys. Later Mayhem, later Midnight. I'll see you guys in the next stream or next video. I love you guys. Stay safe out there in the crazy world.